21 Most Important Inventions of the 21st Century. 1. 3D printing. Most innovations come because of past thoughts and ideas, and 3D printing is the same. The most punctual use of the layering technique utilized by the present 3D printers occurred in the assembling of geological guides in the late 19th century, and 3D printing, as far as we might be concerned, started in 1980. The combination of less expensive assembling techniques and open-source programming, nonetheless, has prompted an upheaval of 3D imprinting as of late. Today, the innovation is being utilized in the creation of everything from cheaper vehicle parts to scaffolds to less agonizing artful dance shoes, and it is even considered for counterfeit organs. 2. E-cigarettes. While segments of the innovation have existed for quite a long time, the primary present-day e-cigarette was presented in 2006. From that point forward, the gadgets have gotten uncontrollably famous as an option in contrast to conventional cigarettes, and recent fads, like the utilization of enhanced juice, have added to the accomplishment of organizations like Juul. Late investigations have shown that there stays a lot of vulnerability and hazard encompassing the gadgets, with an expanding number of passings and wounds connected to vaping. In mid-2020, the FDA gave a far-reaching restriction on numerous kinds of cartridge-based e-cigarettes, partially in light of the fact that those flavors are particularly mainstream with kids and more youthful grown-ups. 3. Expanded reality. Expanded reality, in which advanced illustrations are overlaid onto live film to pass on data progressively, has been around for some time. As of late, nonetheless, following the appearance of all the more impressive registering equipment and the formation of an open-source video following programming library known as AR Toolkit, that the innovation has truly taken off. Cell phone applications like the poker copyright Morn Go game and Snapchat channels are only two little well-known instances of current expanded reality applications. The innovation is being embraced as an instrument in assembling, medical care, travel, design, and instruction. 4. Anti-conception medication fix. The early long stretches of the centuries have achieved a development in family arranging, though one that is as yet centered uniquely around ladies and never really secure against explicitly scent contaminations. In any case, the contraception fix was first delivered in the United States in 2002 and has made it a lot simpler for ladies to forestall accidental pregnancies. The plastic fix contains similar estrogen and progesterone chemicals found in anti-conception medication pills and conveys them in a similar way as nicotine patches. Never really individuals quit tobacco items. 5. Blockchain. You've probably found out about it regardless of whether you don't completely get it. The least complex clarification of blockchain is that it is an upright method to record exchanges between parties, a common computerized record that gatherings can just add to, and that is straightforward to all individuals from a distributed organization where the blockchain is logged and put away. The innovation was first conveyed in 2008 to make Bitcoin the primary decentralized digital currency. However, it has since been received by the monetary area and different enterprises for heap utilizers, including cash moves, inventory network observing, and food handling. 6. Container endoscopy. Headways in light radiating terminals, picture sensors, and optical plan during the 90s prompted the development of container endoscopy, first utilized in quite a while in 2001. The innovation utilizes a small remote camera the size of a nutrient pill that the patient swallows. As the container crosses the stomach-related framework, specialists can inspect the gastrointestinal framework in an undeniably less nosy way. Case endoscopy can be utilized to recognize the wellspring of inward dying, aggravations of the inside ulcers, and harmful tumors. 7. Current counterfeit pancreas. All the more officially known as shut-circle insulin conveyance framework, the fake pancreas has been around since the last part of the 70s, yet the principal adaptations were the size of a file organizer. Lately, the counterfeit pancreas, utilized fundamentally to treat type 1 diabetes, got compact. The primary counterfeit pancreas, the cutting-edge, convenient kind, was endorsed for use in the United States in 2016. The framework consistently screens blood glucose levels, computes the measure of insulin required, and consequently conveys it through a little siphon. English investigations have shown that patients utilizing these gadgets invested more energy in their optimal glucose level reach. In December 2019, the FDA endorsed a much further developed rendition of the counterfeit pancreas, called Control-IQ, created by UVA. 8. Tablets. Sony was the main organization to deliver a tablet utilizing a supposed microencapsulated electrophoretic presentation, usually alluded to as e-ink. E-ink innovation, which emulates ink on paper that is simple on the eyes and devours less force, had been around since the 70s, and improved during the 90s, yet the development of tablets needed to stand by until after the more extensive interest for digital books arose. Sony was immediately surpassed by Amazon's Kindle after its 2007 introduction. The fame of tablets has declined with the rise of tablets and cell phones. Yet they actually order steadfastness from savants around the world. 9. Quality altering. Specialists from the University of California, Berkeley and a different group from Harvard and the Broad Institute freely found in 2012 that a bacterial safe framework known as CRISPR, an abbreviation for bunched consistently interspaced short palindromic rehashes, could be utilized as an amazing quality altering device to roll out itemized improvements to any life form's DNA. This revelation proclaimed another period in biotechnology. The revelation can possibly destroy sicknesses a circumflex, for instance, by modifying the qualities in mice and mosquitoes to battle the spread of Lyme illness and jungle fever a circumflex, but on the other hand is bringing up moral issues, particularly concerning human quality altering, for example, for regenerative purposes. 10. High-thickness battery packs. Tesla electric vehicles have gotten such a lot of consideration to a great extent as a result of their batteries. The batteries, situated under the Traveler Lodge, comprise of thousands of high-thickness lithium particle cells, each scarcely bigger than a standard AA battery, settled into an enormous, substantial battery pack that additionally offers Tesla electric vehicles a street-grasping low focus of gravity and underlying scaffolding. The brainchild of Tesla fellow benefactor J.B. Straubel, these battery modules pack even more a punch than standard, and less expensive, electric vehicle batteries. These packs are additionally being utilized in private, business, and network-scale energy stockpiling gadgets. 11. Advanced collaborators. One of the greatest innovation patterns as of late has been shrewd home innovation, which would now be able to be found in ordinary buyer gadgets like entryway locks, lights, and kitchen apparatuses. The vital piece of innovation that has helped make this conceivable is the computerized right hand. Apple was the primary significant tech organization to present a remote helper called Siri, in 2011, for iOS. Other advanced partners, like Microsoft's Cortana and Amazon's Alexa, have since entered the market. The collaborators acquired another degree of fame when tech organizations presented shrewd speakers. Outstandingly, Google Home and Amazon's Echo would now be able to be found in huge number of homes, with a steadily developing scope of uses. 12. Robot heart. Counterfeit hearts have been around for quite a while. They are mechanical gadgets associated with the genuine heart or embedded in the chest to help or substitute a heart that is falling flat. Abiomed, a Danvers, Massachusetts-based organization, fostered a robot heart called AbioCore, an independent device made of plastic and titanium. AbioCore is an independent unit except for a remote battery pack that is appended to the wrist. Robert Tools, a specialized custodian with congestive cardiovascular breakdown, gotten the first on July 2, 2001. 13. Retinal embed. At the point when he was a clinical understudy, Dr. Imprint Humayun watched his grandma bit by bit lose her vision. The ophthalmologist and bioengineer zeroed in on discovering an answer for what causes visual impairment. He worked together with Dr. James Weiland, an associate at the USC Gale and Edward Roski Eye Institute, and different specialists to make the Argus II. The Argus II is a retinal prosthesis gadget that is viewed as a forward leap for those experiencing retinitis pigmentosa, an acquired retinal degenerative condition that can prompt visual impairment. The condition distresses 1.5 million individuals around the world. The gadget was supported by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration in 2013. 14. Versatile working frameworks. Versatile working frameworks for cell phones and other convenient devices have empowered the expansion of cell phones and other portable contraptions because of their natural UIs and apparently unending application choices. Portable working frameworks have become the most customer-looking of PC working frameworks. At the point when Google originally bought Android Inc. in 2005, the working framework was only 2 years of age, and the main iPhone, with its iOS, was as yet 2 years from its business debut. 15. Multi-use rockets. Tycoon businessperson Elon Musk may not really be associated with his commitments to electric vehicles advancements, yet rather for his commitments to space investigation. Musk's private space investigation organization, SpaceX, has created rockets that can be recuperated and reused in different dispatches, a more proficient and less expensive option in contrast to the strategy for utilizing the rockets just a single time and allowing them to fall into the sea. On March 30, 2017, SpaceX turned into the first to convey one of these pre-owned rockets, the Falcon 9. Blue Origin, a space transport organization established by Amazon.com's Jeff Bezos, has dispatched its own reusable rocket. 16. Internet real-time. Web-based streaming would not be conceivable without the assembly of inescapable broadband web access and distributed computing server farms used to store content and direct web traffic. While web-based live streaming has been around nearly since the web was comprehensively received during the 90s, it was not until the mid-2000s that the web could deal with the conveyance of streaming media to huge crowds. Web-based streaming is representing an existential danger to existing models of conveying media diversion, like digital TV and cinemas. 17. Mechanical exoskeletons. Since the time analysts at the University of California, Berkeley, made in 2003 a mechanical gadget that joins to the lower back to expand strength in people, the interest for automated exoskeletons for actual restoration has expanded, and fabricating has taken off. Wearable exoskeletons are progressively assisting individuals with versatility issues, especially lower body loss of motion, and are being utilized in industrial facilities. Portage Motor Company, for instance, has utilized an exoskeleton vest that assists auto-constructing agents with redundant errands to reduce the mileage on shoulders and arms. 18. Little satellites. As current gadgets have gotten more modest, in this way, as well, have orbital satellites, which organizations, governments, and associations use to accumulate logical information, gather pictures of Earth, and for media communications and insight purposes. These small, minimal expense orbital gadgets fall into various classes by weight, yet quite possibly the most widely recognized is the shoebox-sized CubeSat. As of October 2019, more than 2,400 satellites weighing between 1 kilogram, 2.2 pounds, and 40 kgs, 88 pounds, have been dispatched, as indicated by Nanosat's database. 19. Strong-state LiDAR. LiDAR is an abbreviation that represents light recognition and going, and is additionally a portmanteau of light and radar. The innovation today is regularly utilized in self-driving vehicles. Like radars, which utilize radio waves to ricochet off objects and decide their distance, LiDAR utilizes a laser heartbeat to do likewise. By sending enough lasers in revolution, it can make a continually refreshed high-goal picture guide of the general climate. The following stages in the innovation would incorporate more modest and less expensive LiDAR sensors, and particularly strong-state ones, no turning tops on the vehicles. 20. Tokenization. On the off chance that you have at any point utilized the chip inserted in a credit or check card to make an installment by tapping instead of swiping, at that point you have profited by the uplifted security of tokenization. This information security innovation replaces delicate information with an identical randomized number A circumflex known as a token A circumflex that is utilized just once per exchange and has no worth to would-be programmers and character hoodlums endeavoring to capture exchange information as it ventures out from sender to beneficiary. Web-based media webpage Classmates.com was apparently quick to utilize tokenization in 2001 to ensure it endorses delicate information. Tokenization is likewise being promoted as an approach to keep programmers from meddling with driverless vehicles. 21. Touchscreen glass. Super dainty, artificially reinforced glass is a critical part of the touchscreen world. This tough, straightforward material is the thing that aids keep your iPad or Samsung cell phone from breaking into pieces at the smallest drop. Regardless of whether these screens break, as a rule the harm is restorative and the device actually works. Corning Inc., effectively an innovator in the creation of treated glass utilized in vehicles, was asked by Apple to foster 1.3 mm treated glass for its iPhone, which appeared in 2007. Corning's Gorilla Glass is as yet the most notable, however different brands exist in the commercial center.